It has been more than 2 months since lockdown started in India, and today, after 2 months, I finally had a chance to ride around the city of Hyderabad just for a few kilometers on my Activa. The best thing I found is there is no change. The only thing is there's little or no traffic. Being a Sunday today, obviously the lockdown 4 has started and people are able to roam around the city from 7 a.m. in the morning till 7 p.m. except for the red zones. But I just wanted to discuss or just express my views on what this lockdown has actually done. As you can see, my beard has grown. Obviously, barber shops have been closed for the last 2 months. People have been reluctant to take care of basic things like shaving. Haircut is obviously not possible for everyone at home, though we have a lot of techniques available nowadays that you can do so. So, what I personally felt during this lockdown. So, to be true, I didn't really find it that much difficult because for a working professional, it's like you need to work from home and then you need to take rest. Then again, you need to work from home and then again, you need to take rest. But it's really been tough for those people who have been earning on a daily basis, the daily wages, the laborers, the small shop owners, the vendors, the vegetable sellers at roadside. Just for an example, today I went outside and finally I saw after a long time a few vendors selling vegetables at the roadside. And obviously, there were very few customers who were willing to buy from them. Though I could still see a large number of lines, people following social distancing and standing in queue in front of supermarkets, but people are really reluctant when it comes to buy from small time vendors because they feel that they might not be taking the basic hygiene stuff, they might not be taking care of that. But to my utter surprise, when I went, I just went to buy some green leafy vegetables. It was like soothing sight to find such green leafy vegetables around the right near my place. And when I went there, I saw a small kid selling vegetables, though he was obviously trying to sell it at a relatively higher rate, but that is obviously accepted. I just want to make a plea that if you could stand in queue in the sun for a few hours to get your normal stuff, nowadays it's not difficult and lockdown for it's been eased out. But still, I would plead that please take this into consideration that these small shop owners or vegetable sellers near the roadside, they're extremely poor. They need to earn their livelihood, they need to work hard, they need to grow the vegetables and come to the market to sell them. And if we don't care for them, obviously we need to take precautions, we need to have our masks on, we need to take care of the basic hygiene, we need to use sanitizer if you are taking anything from outside. Come home, wash it thoroughly, put it in warm water, leave it for a few hours before utilizing it. But ensure that the economy has taken a big hit. It's indeed lucky that people are still having jobs. Those who have lost it, my deepest sympathies with them, because in these situations, it's a very rare opportunity that somebody would be able to land a decent job in these circumstances. So, whatever you have, please hold on to it. People have been doing their part, people have been giving donations, people have been contributing to pm care fund, people have been working with ngos non-stop to provide food, water, shelter, whatever be it possible for the underprivileged and poor people. But it's not enough, and this 2020 has been like a hell. It started with forest fires across the globe, then this coronavirus spread across the globe, Now we have cyclone in the eastern part of India, which has highly impacted West Bengal, Odisha as well. But people of West Bengal have been affected drastically. Their life has become miserable because after 2 months of lockdown, when finally there was some respite, and there has been a massive cyclone which has impacted their life. So it's 2020 has obviously it's been like nothing new to say. It's a horrible year so far, but still every cloud has a silver lining. The best thing about this time is people have got the time for self introspection, though people might not have uh, done substantially enough to ensure that they have a decent livelihood even post lockdown. But there are many people who have actually taken up their hobbies, taken up various tasks which had been left out for years. So even in the darkest of times, let's hold on to the flickering light of a candle that we have. Ensure that whatever passions, whatever interest that we have in developed in these 2 months, let's ensure that we hold on to it, we build upon it. And in my opinion, I always had this in my mind, what recently occurred, uh, what recently was announced by the prime minister on news channel. And we have seen that he says that 20 lakh crores have been invested or have been announced for uh, bringing back India's economy onto the track by providing MSMEs and small scale industries the boost that is required. So I'm not getting into politics here, but definitely, if not the monetary part, but yes, the idea of becoming self dependent for the majority of the population is not a bad one. Because if you see, as of now, India has more than 135 crore people, and to be true, less than 10% of the people actually pay their taxes. And a country as vast as India, if it depends only on a few crores of people to pay their taxes, and then in situations like these we expect the government to do everything for the 135 plus crores, that is 138 crores people, growth of population, it's really tough. So one request, one plea that I would like to make is ensure that you pay your taxes on time, because it's not the responsibility of just the 10% people who are working professionals, be it in government or private sector, that they have the they have the honors to bail out the country every time when there is a catastrophic thing as such. But it is the responsibility of each and everyone. Anyone who's underprivileged obviously cannot do so, but people who have not been paying their taxes, it's high time that if not 100%, at least 70 to 80% of the people should be responsible enough to go ahead and ensure that they pay their taxes on time. They go ahead and provide the boost to the economy the country needs. Had I'm just not saying that people are not honest. People are. There have been majority of instances when people have gone punched above their weight in providing the boost to the economy, be it people like Azim Premji who have donated like 50,000 crores during this time of pandemic, Bollywood stars, people from various field contributing enough. But yes, definitely it's the citizens of India, that each and every citizen has to take uh, this responsibility, that India is not dependent on just 10% of population to bail it out of any crisis. Had this situation not come, we would never have realized what importance it is to have a permanent source of income, and what importance the farmers hold in our country today. Just imagine when every commercial activity stopped, when everything stopped, people were, I would not say starving, but yes, people were craving for food. It is those farmers who have been dying in our country for not being paid enough for their yields, for their products have not given them the desired amount, the amount which they actually deserve. Let's do something for them. Let's ensure that moving forward, any small farmer or any person who is into this business of it's not a business actually, I'm sorry, who is into this field of cultivation, who's ensuring that there is at least one person is ensuring that at least 100 people are fed because of his labor. Let's ensure that person is not impacted. No farmer should die in our country because of poverty. Let's ensure that moving forward, if India does not get into green revolution again, let's ensure that this pandemic situation, which has actually put the whole country together, let's ensure that we utilize this situation for the betterment of the poor section of our society. There are people who have been living without food, water, and just going on the roads in the hope that they would reach their hometown and they would have something. Let's utilize this situation and ensure they have jobs, they have work at their place. Utilize this vast amount of population migrating from the big cities to their hometowns in UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, wherever they are. Ensure that they are given the right amount of work, they are given the right task in their respective states, so that each and every state of India can develop. And there is no dearth of labor in India, obviously, but the thing is that the workforce should be utilized in a decent manner. Rest, I'll continue with my next video. Thank you.